Hello, my name is Joe Johnson and I've been actively engaged in research into natural remedies for over 20 years. Now, if you've got a toe joint pain, you need to really listen because this crucial short video will directly affect you. What I have discovered about stopping toe joint pain very quickly, it's cutting edge and it just might be the untapped resource that you've been looking for. I'm going to show you how simple it is to quickly reduce or even stop your toe joint pain altogether. But just as importantly, how to switch on and speed up your body's own natural healing mechanisms without the need for any surgery and without risking your health to expensive and useless and even dangerous drugs. Now, Emma Williams, she's the health editor on this site, has urged me to share with you details of an astonishing discovery that I've made about toe joint pain. Now, in plain English, you're going to find out what is actually going on in your aching toe joints. And you're going to see how easy it is to reduce your toe joint pain. So, if it's you who's got the toe joint pain, what is actually going on? Well, think of it like this. Whether through normal wear and tear, or a build-up of toxicity, or through an unfortunate accident, or through a strain, your toe joints are damaged and they need repairing. So if you've got a toe joint problem and you're suffering from pain and discomfort and misery, you need to somehow stimulate your body's healing mechanisms into focusing on and repairing your toe joints. And unless you find a way to stimulate your body's own healing mechanisms without damaging your body's delicate chemical balance, its immune system, then sooner or later you may end up losing the mobility in your toes altogether. Now, I want you to consider this. Normally, if you get a painful toe joint, your body's healing system will, albeit over a long period of time, it will attempt to heal itself. But if you've been stressed, maybe overworked, or you've taken drugs, including painkillers and anti-inflammatories, then your body's healing mechanisms have become slightly weaker. And that is enough for the healing mechanism to be interrupted or even stopped altogether. So once your toe joints become inflamed and you experience aching toe joint pain, and you might struggle to walk for months or even years. I know some people with toe joint pain, if it's left untreated, they never walk properly again. Now, to make things even worse, if you use painkillers or anti-inflammatories to kill the pain in your toe joints, you'll almost always have to swallow them, which means that the whole of your body's healing mechanisms is now shocked and weakened even further by the toxic impact of the powerful pain-killing chemicals. This is why painkillers and anti-inflammatories, they do appear to work for a day or two, and then your toe joint pain just seems to come back. So you take more painkillers and it just gets worse and worse. And in case you're in any doubt about the danger of modern painkillers or anti-inflammatories, and they're sometimes called non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, according to a recent report by eminent US doctors, and you can see the proof below, in the United States alone, the total number of deaths caused by conventional medicine like painkillers and anti-inflammatories, it's an astounding 784,000 men, women and children every year. That's about 2,200 a day. And it's now evident that the American medical system is the leading cause of death and injury in the United States. And that's the doctor saying that, not me. So I was desperate to find a way of reducing or even stopping the toe joint pain, but at the same time stimulating your body's healing mechanism to heal itself as fast as possible. Now you've got to do it without harming or damaging in any way your immune system. You can't put chemicals in, then expect your body to heal itself. Okay. You know, I've seen so many people lose their mobility and then their health. And it starts with simple conditions like toe joint pain. So, I mean, some people opt for surgery and that's fine, but things can go wrong and it's tragic. So it's so often avoidable. And that was why I did my research. You see, human beings with toe joint pain have been around for tens of thousands of years. Pharmaceutical companies have been around about 100 years. And they don't want you to know what your ancestors knew about toe joint pain. So my first step in research is always to go back into history and see what I can discover. So after a lot of reading, and I don't mean the usual herbalist research books, I mean that whilst I can't reveal my sources, I've got secret access to some of the very best herbalist remedy books on the planet. Now these books, mostly they're kept hidden away by rich collectors, private libraries. I mean, drug companies have got some amazing herbal remedy books. Them too are kept hidden away. Now, I've also got access to books that modern science believes are not worth looking at. And these books are written by people who've got zero medical qualifications, but they've lived in the wilds of nature, learning and practicing secrets of Mother Nature each and every day of their lives. Now, these people have passed on herbal remedies from one generation to the next, and they pass them on because the remedies work. Anyway, it was in one such research book that I found a clue for an ancient cure for toe joint pain. And it was an old bookshop and it lay just behind the harbour in the port of Antibes in southern France. Now the book was over 200 years old. Now my French isn't that good, but fortunately most botanical books are written in Latin. But my Latin is no good either, but I knew enough to recognise the plant names. But I was puzzled. There were several interesting, amazing remedies in that book, but this one remedy stood out. And the remedy I found was for swelling and injury of the toe joints. And yet the plants that I'd read about I'd never considered for use with toe joint pain. So, anyway, I took notes of the types of plants used, where they were collected and where they were best found, the ratio of mixture and the preparation, and anything else I could think of that might help me make this remedy once I got back home. Now, of course, I'd heard of these herbs before and I've used them many, many times, but I had no idea then that once I mixed them in the right combination, that they would stimulate such an incredible pain relieving effect in the toe and such a healing effect directly into the toe joint. Now, I did know that up till now, most natural remedies for toe joints pain are nothing more than a mild stimulant. Now what they do, the way they work, they just warm the skin, they stimulate the blood flow to the joint, but they don't do anything to the pain level or the healing mechanism to any degree at all. They sometimes help a little, but for toe joint pain, they simply don't work because they're just not strong enough. Now, I expected my research to last 6 to 12 months, but I had 100% proven remedy in 6 weeks. Now, I wanted to test it for longer, but my conscience just wouldn't let me, because every single client with toe joint pain and problems was reporting amazing results, sometimes within just a few hours. So this remedy here, it's proven countless times now to quickly reduce toe joint pain, but also to rapidly speed up the healing process in the injured toe joints. So how do you use this remedy? You simply massage just a few drops, it's a clear, pleasant smelling remedy, directly onto your aching toe joints. And this will take you about 5 seconds, but I want you to do it 3 or 4 times a day. But finally, you must put a few drops onto the soles of your feet at bedtime. And that's it, it's that easy. See, the healing will then begin. Your body will start to heal itself. Now the pain levels will naturally come down. So you'll no longer need those lousy, powerful pain-killing drugs that slaughter your immune system. And the prospect of any surgery or anything like that, you just won't need to bother with that. Now, I've made the remedy so that it's simple and easy and convenient to use, but it's very concentrated. So one bottle will last you a very long time. It doesn't look like much, but this remedy, it packs a wallop. You'll suddenly feel the toe joints. I mean, they will feel different. It's the toe joint getting better. Within a few hours of using it, you'll know that your joints are getting better. And soon you'll have your toe mobility back. You'll be able to move your toes, and then you can start saying goodbye to those toxic painkillers because your toe joints will be returning to health. Now, it's convenient, it's easy to use. It means you don't have to spend your days making appointments with an expensive and time-consuming therapists and doctors and things like that, or discussing your problems with strangers in the drugstore. It's just a bottle of thick, clear, rather pleasant smelling herbal liquid. And the bottle's small, as I say, it's concentrated, it'll last you a long time, and it'll easily fit into your pocket or your purse. Now you can dab a few drops onto your toe joints during the day. And some of my more elderly clients have even used the remedy in conjunction. They put it on the toe joints and then they put the socks onto. Anyway, you use it just how you wish. The choice is yours. Now, I plan to launch the remedy called Toe Joint Pain Doctor with advertising, fancy packaging, and sending it out to a small network of distributors. But I never got the chance, because what happened was word quickly spread about the results I was getting with the remedy. Now, patients started turning up without appointments, and then herbalists came to my practice and literally demanded that I make it for them. See, but it wasn't so simple. See, I've tested a lot of different herbs, and the only organic herbs which consistently stop the toe joint pain came from the Middle East. So now, in these war-torn, struggling times, can you imagine how hard it is to import a shipment from the Middle East? Right, so to say my ingredient supply is in the lap of the gods is a bit of an understatement. However, I recently had enough ingredients for 3 batches. So I've made each batch by hand myself. I have measured the herbs, I've weighed the herbs, I've mixed them, and I've checked them, and I've blended the herbs myself. So don't worry about that. The toe joint pain doctor remedy that I make are of the very highest quality. Now, I've handed over 2 of the batches to my trusted friend Emma Williams. So, if you have toe joint pain, I strongly suggest that you get this remedy. And it's called Toe Joint Pain Doctor. And you get it before the supplies run out and before you take any more painkillers or you even think about getting surgery. Like I said earlier, this remedy packs a wallop. Your toes will feel like the joints are improving. Within a few hours, you will know your toe joints are getting better. But you must hurry, however. I only give this remedy to my personal clients and my fellow herbalists. I've never before committed a single batch of toe joint pain doctor to anybody else. But Emma begged me not to let the other herbalists or the online stores know what we were up to till she had the stock. And anyway, now she's got the stock and it's going faster than we both imagined. So if you mess around or you order late, you may miss out. And if you've got toe joint pain, that would be a horrible mistake. So don't let that happen. The result is you're going to be free of joint pain in your toes and you're going to be able to move your toes without any pain. And that's it. So have a good look round at the testimonials and see how the remedy has helped other men and women across the country to get rid of their toe joint pain quickly. Now, it may be that you've got a few understandable doubts, and that's fair enough because after all, we don't know each other. So let me put your mind at rest. So that you can experience this remedy for yourself completely risk-free. You can try the remedy for a full 90 days. You don't risk a single penny trying this remedy for yourself. And you've got a complete in its ironclad 90-day unconditional money back guarantee. But the clear and simple truth of it is this. See, this remedy, it's a breakthrough. So if it doesn't quickly and easily reduce your toe joint pain and then get rid of it, or if you're not completely satisfied in any way at all, then I insist you send the remedy back to Emma in any condition, and she'll personally make sure that you get a fast and full refund of every penny you paid for the remedy. And there'll be no questions there, and there'll be no hassles, nothing. And you can keep all the bonus, the e-books, the sets that I've given you as a thanks for trying the remedy. And you have my word on that. Okay, so how much will the toe joint pain doctor remedy cost you? Well, I normally charge my clients $200 for an appointment plus $170 for the remedy because it is handmade and it is organic. But you're not going to have an appointment with me, and it's just as well because an appointments are hard to get anyway. Plus, we're not using my offices, we're not using my staff, we're not using all the other expenses. So I've agreed with Emma that it's fair to give you a 50% discount on this remedy. This means that you can get your toe joint pain doctor remedy for just $87 and $5 shipping. That means that you're going to save over $280. And not only that, Emma's literally manhandled me into giving you an additional gift of a free health ebooks, and it's a full set valued at $127 to the first 100 people who try the toe joint pain doctor remedy. And you can see the book details below. And I will say those bonus books are worth more than the cost of the remedy. So it's an amazing offer. And this is the first time and possibly the last time that this remedy ever sells for less than $170. Now $87 is less than a month's supply of painkillers, and it's less than the cost of a visit to your doctor. Now this remedy, it's completely risk-free. You can't lose. So order your remedy right now while Emma still has the stock and you're still on this page. Simply click on the link below. Emma will look after you. And if you've got any questions about toe joint pain or even the toe joint pain remedy, you can write to me at any time. You've nothing to lose at all. So simply click on the link below and Emma will get your remedy in the post to you today. And I look forward helping you getting rid of this pain for good and getting full mobility back into your toe joints and getting on with your life. All right, bye for now.